everyone, I'm Molly Knight Forde from mollyknightforde.com, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about the disease of tomorrow. Now we all have an inner clock that will spontaneously and mysteriously tell us what to do. Sometimes it's environmental, influenced by the light of the day, our sleep cycles, the circadian rhythm. It can be influenced by lunar cycles, menstrual cycles, seasonal. So we get a sense of those cues and that they're environmental. We also have a very sophisticated inner clock that is biological. Sometimes we know when we need to go see a doctor, or we get symptoms that tell us we need to go to a doctor. We get a sense of how much time we have left for childbirth. There are all kinds of signals being given to us that often we ignore. And the third part of the inner clock is that extrasensory part. It very much comes from what we call intuition and prompts us in a way that we just know we need to do something. This is a sensitive system and it's all-knowing. And it comes from a place of our soul, our being. And if we don't act on those prompts, we lose a certain window of ease or manifestation. So in dealing with the disease of tomorrow, we have to learn how to push against that urge to procrastinate. Now, if we think of these small urges, these ideas that come into our head, or something that says, you need to do this, we're being prompted by our larger divine soul purpose. And our reason for being here has been planned out. And when we learn to follow these prompts and act immediately, we are more in alignment with what our divine soul purpose is. It is a very sophisticated knowing, and it rarely makes mistakes. It senses exactly how long we have. So when we get this prompt, there's some understanding that we are running out of time. And if we act, we seem to manifest. And when we don't act, when we're hindered by thought, when we become attached to all the considering and the thinking that goes around why should we do it, how are we going to do it, when should we do it, we lose that excellent timing. So this is a great study in essence and personality. Those knowings, those droplets of cues to go and do something really come from our essence. And we've been educated and conditioned to not trust those nudges. Our personality will procrastinate, will do anything besides act. So the way that I look at this is essence is the true us, the one that's connected up to our being. And the personality is all of the conditioning that we need to work with, the part of us that shows up as resistance, and how we deal with outer resistance. So the best tool for the disease of tomorrow is doing what it doesn't want. That's not our essence. It's that part of us that ruminates about what other people will think, that thinks that it's not perfect enough to put forward, that, oh, I could never do that. And sometimes we will have ideas and not act upon it, and then see it out there that someone else has taken it into their hands, and we say, hey, that was the idea that I had. It's all out there in the ether. When we get those downloads, it's time to act and learn how to trust our intuition. So freedom really comes from the considering that blocks the knowing of now. And we do feel that deeply when we ignore the true sense that we should do something. And if we don't act, the proper window disappears. And we may get back to that opportunity at some point, but it probably would have been most effective when we got the download. And finally, in order to save energy and be able to manifest quickly, we are supported by a higher energy that we develop through our practices of calmness on the inside, from meditation, from understanding mindfulness in a way that we are present. There is a way to build up a pool of higher consciousness energy to support the power to act now. I hope that helps you. So when you hear it, take heed and act. All right, signing off for today. Thanks a lot. Lots of love to you all. Bye-bye.